So today we are going to start with our actual syllabus. So in that particular syllabus, so I just share the signature of the higher authority is not done yet. So that's why I'm not have access to share with you. So this is nothing but what we have a syllabus. Okay. Whether it's visible to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So in today's lecture, we are going to discuss what is set and relation. And then in the next lecture, we are going to discuss group, then next lecture ring, and then field. Okay. So we are in the first 2 weeks, we are going to learn what is set. I think everyone knows what is set and relation. So I'm not going to waste that much of time in a set and relation. I'm just going to give you a overall view. Okay, what is exactly set, what are the types of set and everything, and then same kind of relation also. We are just going to take an overlook on relation. We have important point in that particular unit is nothing but what is mean by group, because this is the new concept for you. What is mean by ring and what is mean by field. Okay, so in today's lecture, let's see, we start with the set and let's see where we finished. Okay, so, and after that, in a couple of weeks, we are then going to start with the Boolean algebra, then combinatorics, then graph theory, and last is logic. Okay, so these are nothing but we have our 5 units with it. Okay, so without wasting time, let's start with the set. Okay, yes. Now, yeah, tell me the definition of set, anyone? What is mean by set? Is visible to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so tell me, what is mean by set? What is the definition of set?
Sir, it is a collection of objects.
Only
Mm.
objects,
Elements.
elements,
numbers.
okay, elements, numbers. Okay, anything, any precise name? Any precise name?
Well-defined objects.
Yes. What is mean by well-defined? The definition of well-defined is which is defined all over the world. That things is known to the world. Okay, so that's why it is collection of well-defined object. Okay, for example, any example? Suppose set, we remember, just memorize, set is denoted by capital letters. Okay, so I can take some numbers 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. Okay, suppose I have B, then you can define anything. Yes, give me any example.
Vowels.
Set of an even number.
Set of even numbers, set of odd numbers. Okay,
Set of vowels.
set of vowels here, so I can write down. So here you can define that in a small letter. So A, you can define letters A, B, C, vowels also there, A, B, C, D, E. You can define anything. Okay, so these are nothing but what we define as a set. So here the thing, we can write down set in a curly bracket, and also I can define that same set in that manner also, 2, 1, 3, 4 like that. Here whatever the order of the elements doesn't matter. Okay, but this is one kind of what we can say, this is one way to represent the set. Is there any other way, which this way is called as what? Some tabular form or roster form. Are you getting? I remember that.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
And another one is set builder.
Oh, what is meant by set builder? So we can write down the second form, set builder. Absolutely correct. Okay, how one can define that set builder form?
Sir, by describing what an element, what sort of elements are in there in set.
Okay, so
It's
I can
like-
define, okay, here set of even numbers. Okay, so how you can define set of even numbers? Capital A contains all x such that x is even. Okay, or someone says instead of define this, I can define some another set B contains 2 into x, where x belongs to n. What is that n? N is nothing but the natural number. Okay, so if you substitute any value of x, x natural number starts from 1, 2, 3. So what you are getting? 2, 4. Am I correct? 6. Then next is 8. So what you are getting? Set of even numbers. So either you can define in that way or you can define in that way. So this is nothing but what? Set builder form. Is it okay?
Sir,
Yes.
which means for set builder form, there should be a condition, right?
Yeah, this is the condition. What the set builder form is? See, all elements of a set is possible a single common property. So this is nothing but my property 2x, where x belongs to a natural number.
Okay.
So we have one property should be in a set builder form. You should write down one property. Here you can write down in that way also, no problem. Where x is an even number. What is property? Whatever x you are taking, that x is nothing. X should be an even number. Okay, got it?
Okay, and yeah, okay, got it.
And in here, whatever you are that numbers, you can write down all that numbers. Okay, so here suppose I wanted to write down in tabular form. This is also called as a tabular form. So in tabular form, what I'm going to write down? So I can write down set of natural number I can define by C. So C I can write down C is equal to. So I can start with 2, 4, then 6, then 8, like that. Dot 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 dot, like that. So this is nothing but what? A tabular form. And on the same way, this A, that B or A, this is nothing but what? A set builder form. Clean and clear, everyone, with this?
Yes,
Now
sir. Means for normal set, we have to random numbers or any vowels are given, and for set builder form, a particular condition is given, like
no,
x is even.
not like that. It is just a representation of the side in two forms. Okay, suppose you
Okay.
wanted to write down the vowels in terms of set builder form, you can define my next set, suppose z. So z is equal to all, you can define some alpha, where alpha is a vowels.
Okay.
Or you can define, suppose you wanted to define some alphabets all, so you can define like that only in both the way. So it is just a representation. You can define a set either in that way or in that way.
Okay. These are the types.
These are the types. These are the two ways. These are the two ways to represent your set.
Okay.
Clear and clear? So you can give me any set, I can represent in a both way. Any set. So I can represent either in a tabular form and in a set builder form. What about others? Are you getting?
Yes, sir.
Okay, clean and clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so these are the two simple form. I think this is done in your 11th or 12th.
Yes, sir.
You might
Yes,
be not
sir.
remembering these things, but this is already done because this is the basic thing, very basic. I'm just revising this thing key, whether you have, know these things or not. Okay, still you have any problem, you can ask me, no problem. Okay, and side by side, if you have any difficulty, you can write down your own notes. Okay. Okay, so we will go further now. Now, see, we have some standard notations for sets. Okay, so we are going to write down that standard notations here. So write down. So if I define by capital N, that capital N stands for what? Set of natural number. The set of natural number. Is it okay? I think everyone knows this. So I just define N in a different way. See, not normal N. I just gave 2 lines here. Okay. Now, next is, what is next set? Yes, anyone?
R. For real number.
We will go just little bit upper. Okay, just little bit. So Z. So what
Complex
is
number.
Z? No, Z is not complex number.
Integers.
The
Yes.
whole number.
No, whole is W.
Integer.
The integer.
Okay,
It is
okay.
integers. The set of, sometimes it is called as I also. Okay, so you might know I for integers, but here now onwards, whenever I talked about Z, Z is nothing but the set of all integers. The set of all integers. Okay, now next. Q,
Sir, rational number.
set of all rational numbers. All rational numbers. So I can define the set here also in what I can say in set builder form. Okay, so you will know that thing. So natural number. So it belongs to all A, B, C. You can write down any letter, all X, where X belongs to natural numbers. What about this? Z. How you can define Z? All Y, where Y belongs to some Z. Here we can define in a two way. Either you can define all Q is nothing but all Q belongs to Z, no problem. But I can define by using it is in the form of P divided by Q, where Q is not equal to 0 and what? P and Q belongs to
Q.
Rational numbers.
not rational numbers.
Integers.
Yes, it belongs to Z. Z is nothing but what? Integer. So see, any number, whether rational number contains all integers, whether the rational number contains all integers, yes, substitute
Yes.
Q is equal to 1, then what you are getting, all P such that if I substitute Q is equal to 1 in that set, okay, so all P belongs to Z, so I am getting above C, all some Y belongs to Z, this set. Clear and clear. So next line, after doing this, we are going to see which is the subset of each one. So that thing. Now, then we will have Q complement. What is mean by complement?
Irrational numbers.
What is mean by complement? Q complement is irrational number.
Something. Yes, sir.
What is mean by complement? Suppose I have a set A. I just write down here. Suppose I have my main set X is nothing but universal set, or sometimes it is called as U, universal set 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to 10, and we have some set A is nothing but 1, 2, 3, 4 only. So what is my A complement?
6
U
to 10.
minus A.
U minus A means what? Which
Elements
numbers?
which belong
5
to not
to
belongs
10.
5 to 10.
Yes, 5, 6,
5.
7, 8, 9, 10, like that. So these numbers which are not belongs to the universal set. Okay. So here we are considering here Q and Q complement. We are considering our universal set is real numbers. Now I'm not defining real number here right now. So once I define real number, I can write down what is Q complement. Okay. Or everyone knows Q complement is nothing but what? Complement of Q. The numbers which are not in Q. Okay. So root 2, root 3, root 5, like that. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So later on we define this number Q complement, set of irrational numbers. Okay. Now, okay, this is done. Okay. So after Q, which one is the bigger set?
Real numbers.
Yes, real number. So real number is denoted by which letter?
Capital R.
Capital R.
Capital R. So I can define capital R like that. Yeah. So it's defined just because of it is a set. Some authors normally use N, Z, Q, R, but some authors use this kind of notations. Okay, so you can refer any one of them, no problem. Okay, so capital R. So it is the set of real numbers. It is denoted by R, and which is nothing but my universal set. So I can define all X where X belongs to. Saying this thing is nothing. Means what? Natural number. I can define X belongs to a natural number. This is the meaning of this set is nothing, because I am not talking about the natural number. So I can take this whatever that notation is, the universal notations. Okay, so you can go anywhere in the world. The capital N set is set, meaning of that is the natural number. R stands for a real number. So defining this is not easy. Why I defined that? Just because of I wanted to define my set of rational numbers in terms of Q. I can define Q in terms of Z like that only, because this is the definition, actual definition of the rational number. Okay. Okay, it comes from the integers. That's one. Okay, what is next? Next set. Whether R is the biggest set?
Sir, complex number then.
Yes. What is complex number then defined by C? So how you can define the complex number?
Every number in the universe is a complex number. This is
No.
the universal set of all.
Yeah. I do understand. But how one can define the pure complex number?
Sir, a complex number, we can express it in the form as a plus bi.
Correct. Very good. A plus IB. Can I write down IB?
Yes, where I is imaginary.
And A and B belongs to?
R. No, sorry.
Yes. Correct.
Okay.
R, and I is nothing but square root of minus
Minus.
1.
Sir, means I is the
Yes.
imaginary, right?
And we called as this number as an imaginary number. Okay, because negative square root is not defined yet. The first time it is defined in complex number. So that's why we called as this is imaginary number. So this is how the complex look like. Now you can substitute B is equal to 0. So B is equal to 0. Once you substitute, what you are getting? See, if B is equal to 0, so you are getting only A. Okay, so B belongs to real number. Whether 0 belongs to real number? Whether 0 belongs to, yeah, it
Yes.
belongs to 0
Yes, sir.
number. So if I substitute B is equal to 0, so what I'm getting? All A such that A belongs to real number. So this is nothing but the real number. So this is the bigger set. Okay, we have something addition. So C is the biggest set. Okay, now also we have some numbers like that. Z plus. What is mean by Z plus?
Positive integers.
Positive integer. So can someone tell me which integer should come here?
These are natural numbers.
Whole numbers.
Whole numbers. 0 is also there. So 0, 1, 2, dot, 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 up to what? We don't know the end. What about R plus similarly?
Positive real numbers.
Positive real numbers. Okay. So set of positive integers, set of positive real numbers, and we also have Q plus also. So you know that one. So Q plus is nothing but what? Positive rational numbers. Now we can define irrational number, Q complement. So how one can define Q complement? Yes. Can
Sir, I
someone
have a
tell?
question.
Yes.
Sir, but why 0 is considered in positive?
Actually, what happened? 0 is not a part of. I am also thinking about that, because 0 is non-negative number. So there is a little bit difference. So I will tell you what is that difference. It's not erasing. Okay. So I can define both the way. I will clear that doubt also. Yeah. So when I talked about Z plus, so it comes 1, 2, 3, 3, 3 like that. And when they are talking about, okay, so these are the non-negative numbers, non-negative. So instead of saying positive, when they are talking about set of non-negative reals or set of non-negative what Z. So that time 0 is involved. 0, 1, 2, 3. Because the meaning of non-negative means what? The 0 is included. Okay, the 0 is, so sometimes they are talking about set of non-negative integers. So that non-negative Z plus, then 0 is included, and when they have only Z plus, the 1, 2, 3 all numbers. So it is called as positive. Set of positive integers. So set of positive integers starts from 1, 2, 3, 4, and set of non-negative integers, that is nothing but 0, 1, 2, 3. Are you getting what I'm trying to say? The non-negative, why non-negative, then 0 comes. So these are the two
Yes, sir.
different
Yes.
sets. Okay. So when they are talking about positive integers, then it is nothing but the natural number. When they are talking about non-negative integers, it means it starts from 0. That 0 is included there. Okay, so I'm going to tell you that later on, because whenever we have the concept define a set of non-negative integers, so that time why 0 is not there, but it's okay. Now it's clear to everyone.
Yes, sir.
Got
Yes,
it?
sir.
Any
Yes,
doubts?
sir.
Non-negative, and similar thing happens here also. The set of non-negative real numbers. So set of non-negative real numbers, again the same thing happens. The set of non-negative rational numbers and everything like that. Okay. So I hope everyone understand. So these are the some types or the standard notation. These are the, we are going to use that notation. Now see, we have our next point is group. Okay, we have our next point is group. So I'm going to use the same notations. When I talked about Z plus, you should know what is comes in the Z plus. When I talked about C, you should know what comes in the Z. When I talked about Q, you know how the Q is defined and everything. Why? Because whenever I'm going to define the concept of group, that time these all things I require. So you should know what comes in Q and what comes in R and everything. Now tell me, which one is a subset of which one? What is the definition of subset? Subset, yes. Okay, subset.
Sir, every element of A, which is also element of B. Then
Okay, very good, very good. So if when I say that set A is a subset of set B, this implies, this is the sign of implies, huh? This is the sign of implies. Okay, this implies for all A belongs to A gives us, oh sorry, I written in a wrong. So here bigger set, just give me a minute. Not for A. Sometimes my PC works so slow. Yeah. Now. Yeah. So A is a subset of B. It means what? Whatever the elements I have A, these are the part of B. So for A belongs to A, this implies A also belongs to B. Okay. So you can take A for any A. If you take any A, that A is also part of B. Okay. Now tell me which one is bigger and which one is smaller. The cardinality. What is meant by cardinality? Cardinality of set means what?
Number of elements.
Number of elements in the set. Okay, so now the natural number C, these are all infinite sets. Okay, the cardinality is bigger. Okay, so we cannot count these are numbers. So these are all the infinite sets. Suppose I take a small set. A is the set of all students in division. Suppose what is our 21? Our division 21. So we have fixed number. So that time we can say that the cardinality of A is nothing but how many students are there? Suppose 50. So the cardinality of 50. Okay, are you getting cardinality? Are you getting subset?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, now tell me, we have set of natural numbers. Then we have Z. Then we have, I just make a comma, comma, comma. Then we have Q. Then we have real numbers, and then we have complex number. So which one is the set of which?
Sir, natural number is a set of Z
Subset.
and
Subset.
yes, a subset
Yes,
of
yeah.
Z, Q,
Okay.
R, and C also.
Okay. So can I write down? This is a sequence like that. The same thing can I write down in that way? So natural number is a subset of Z. Z is a subset of Q. Q is a subset. This is called as a subset. Q is a subset of what? Real numbers, and real number is a subset of complex number. Okay. Clean and clear? Okay. Now,
Sir,
yes.
in the second step, what is near to A, that two lines is equal to 50?
If this implies this A you are talking about?
Yes.
No, it's my my writing like that. I just write in that way. This is the cardinality of A, and we have determinant kind of like
Okay.
that. Okay, I can erase that.
Cardinality.
Yeah, cardinality. It is
Okay.
nothing but the total number of elements in the set. So like that, cardinality of A, it's a determinant which is equal to 50.
Okay.
If I consider this division, this set of this, okay. So you have, suppose you wanted to find the prime numbers below 100. So you can find out that below 100, all set P contains a prime number below 100. So below 100, how many prime numbers you have? You can just count, and it comes near about 24, 25. You can write the cardinality of that P set is below 100. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now there are some special types of set. Okay, special types of set. Everyone understand this thing? What is cardinality? What is this relation, subset relationship? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Now we have some types of subset. So now types of set. So number one is empty set. What is empty set?
A set with no element.
No element. Sometimes it is also called as null set. So how it is defined as? So it is defined by phi. So I just write down here. It is called as phi, or sometimes it is defined as just empty curly brackets like that. Okay. Any example of empty set? Empty set, no elements. So I just write down the definition for you. No elements. Okay. Yes. Any example? Let A be a set. Yes, please. Yes.
Getting a number more than 7 on rolling a die.
Yes, correct. Getting a number more than 7 when you roll a die. See, so die have how many numbers? Maximum number either 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The 7 is not possible. That's good. Any other in terms of numbers? In terms of numbers, any other
Getting
thing?
more than 2 heads on tossing 1 coin.
Yes, same thing. Yes, okay, that's good. So I can define some set. Tell me whether it is empty set or not. So it contains x such that 1 is strictly less than x strictly less than 2, comma, and x is a natural number. So tell me, how many elements does that A contain?
0.
Why?
Because between 1 and 2, there's no natural number.
No natural number exists between 1 and 2. So such kind of elements. Yes, you are also, someone is saying some B set, that is also example. So we can write down getting two head, tossing one coin, no?
Yes, sir.
This is also not possible. Someone is saying rolling a die and getting 7. This is also the case. So we have lots of examples. Okay. Now you can define many more examples. Instead of 1, 2, you can write down 5, 6, like that only you are getting no natural numbers. Okay. Or also for Z also you can do the same thing. Instead of natural number, you can write down integers. Z is X is an integer. Still also you are getting the same number. Now you know what is finite set, what is infinite set. I'm not going to discuss that here. Finite set means what? The cardinality you can find out. Cardinality is finite number. And infinite set is nothing but what? We cannot find its cardinality. How many elements are in the set? We cannot find out. So this is called as infinite set. Infinite set, the like examples are natural number, Z number, Q, R, C. Okay, like that only. And for finite set, just one example, the number of students in the class, then the number of cricket balls, a number of overs in the cricket match, number of maiden overs in the cricket match, number of wicket taken by the particular bowler, like that only. A number of goals made by particular player, or anything, a prime number below 100, a prime number below 1000, a prime number below 10,000, like that. So these are all finite sets. Yes, someone is saying something. Yes, any doubts, anyone up to this for finite, infinite?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Can I go further?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
okay. So the next is nothing but what? An important one, a power set. Now, what is mean by a power set? Yes. Empty set, everyone knows. Then power set. Now tell me, what is power set? So I can define one set here first. Having element 1, 2, 3 only. Now what is power set? Yes,
The collection of all subsets of a set.
absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. So write down a power set. So how many elements does the power set have? Anyone knows?
2
If
raised
the
to n,
yes, what is that n?
the number of
Cardinality.
elements in set.
Cardinality of A. Cardinality of or number of elements in a set. So either cardinality of A is how many cardinality?
3.
3. So the power set is denoted by P of A. Okay. So cardinality of P of K must be 2 raised to 3. That is nothing but what?
8.
8. So 8 subset that set have. So what are they? What are they? First I write down. So P of A I can write down. Okay. First subset is always a empty set. Okay. What is next? Yes, tell me.
1.
Singleton 1. So I can write down singleton 1 like that. Similarly, singleton 2. So I can write down singleton 2, singleton 3. Okay. Next.
1, 2.
Sir,
One,
1,
two.
1, 2. Very good.
2,
2,
3.
3.
2, 3. Very good.
1, 3.
1, 3. Very good. How many elements does we count out? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What remains?
Sir, 1, 2, 3.
1 to C, that is nothing but your whole set E. So this is nothing but the power set of a set E. Power set is nothing but the collection of all subsets. And when I talked about subset, you should write down in that way. Don't write down singleton one, only 1, 2, 3. It is a subset. Okay. So this is also a set. These all are a sets. Okay. These all. The 5 is a set, singleton 1 is a set, 2 is a set, 3 is a set. That all are a sets. Clear and clear? So we may have a question like that in an MCQ. Suppose A contains 10 elements. Then how many elements does its power set contain? So you can write down 2 raised to 10, and 2 raised to 10 is nothing but your answer. Okay. Any doubts, anyone in a power set?
Sir, how can we define it?
Power set is nothing but in you are talking about subset in a subset in a tabular form
Yes,
or
sir.
in a set builder form. This is nothing but the tabular form. This is
Okay,
nothing
sir.
but the tabular form. And if you wanted to find out in a set builder form, so we can write down, suppose I can define again P of A contains all subsets. So I can write down some new notation called as B, such that B is a subset of, or directly, what happens? Oh, yes, then it is. So B is a subset of A, like that only. So all B's whose are subset of A. So all B's. So we have to find all subsets. So you can see 5 is a subset. So write down 5 here. 1 is a subset, 2 is a subset, 3 is a subset, like that. So this is nothing but set builder form. Okay. And this is nothing but what our normal tabular form. Got it? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay.
Yes,
Now we are going to do, these are the some revisions. Okay, now we have Venn diagram also. Now you already know what is in the Venn diagram, what is intersection and what is union. Yes, what is intersection and what is union?
Sir, union means it is a sign or it is symbol which means that all elements are present, and intersection means it's common, I think, from
Okay.
two sets.
Okay, okay. So when I talked about, so the 4 is union or intersection of two sets. So we can first union of two sets. This implies all elements, or you can say objects, huh? Which are in both. Okay. When I talked about 2, huh? When we have union of 3 sets, then thrice all elements. Okay, but don't take repeated elements. Okay, so suppose I have A is nothing but suppose -1, -2, -3, 0, 1, 2, 3, and I have B is nothing but -1, 0, +1. So what is A union B? A union B simply, or I can write down here 5, suppose 5.
We need to write all the numbers without repeating.
Yes, so don't write down -1. So it is -1, -2, -3, 0, 1, 2, 3. Then -1 is already there. So ignore that. 0 is already there. Ignore that. 5 is not there. So you need to add 5. Like that. So this is nothing but what the union of A and B. Okay. So union of A and B, if I represent a Venn diagram, that box is nothing but my universal set U. So we can. Okay, and this is suppose my set A and this is suppose my set B. Tell me, what is A union B? Everything. Am I correct?
Yes.
So everything. Just don't use the definition of set. Well-defined objects means what? Do not define same object twice. So this is what you have, A union B.
Sir, means all the
All the elements.
numbers from -1 to 5 are included in this Venn diagram.
No. See, whatever the elements, universal set is nothing but my Z. Consider now.
Yes.
But what is in my set A? -1, -2, -3, 0, 1, 2, 3. What is in
Yes.
my set B?
-1,
-1,
0,
0,
5.
and 5. And what is contains in my set? All the elements. Okay. It does not
Yes.
contain -4 because -4 is not there. 4 is also not there.
Yes.
It contains just C, A, and B only, and accordingly you can add the elements.
Okay.
Okay, so whatever the elements we have in a set A, whatever the elements we have in a set B, add that all elements, you will get A elements. Okay,
Okay.
and next one is intersection. It is denoted by A intersection B. Okay, so only common elements. So what are the common elements? You need to find out. Suppose in the same example above, what is A intersection B? A intersection B. What are the common elements?
-1, 0.
Minus 1
0.
and 0, or 0 or minus. You can write out in any way. Order does it impact on the sets. So suppose this is nothing but my A, and this is nothing but my set B. So this is A and this is B. What is my intersection? Just the common element. So this is defined as A intersection B. I think you know that, but I'm just revise because you, whenever I'm going to use in a next thing, so that time you should know everything. So this is nothing but what? Intersection. This is nothing but what? A union. Now next also we have 6-1 is nothing but a complement. So when I talked about the complement, that time we should precise with the universal set. Okay, so the definition of universal set is nothing but which contains all the objects. Okay, so set of real numbers would be the would be the universal set. Okay, so everything is contained. So when I talked about the numbers, the set of real numbers, when I talked about the real numbers, the set of real number is the universal set. So suppose I have A. So suppose I have set A. Why my set B is not working? Okay, I have set A is nothing but all x such that x is greater than 100. Then what is A complement? Yes. What is A complement?
And everything less than 100.
Everything less than 100 means what? All y such that y is strictly less than 100, because 100 is included here. Okay, now this is what is the meaning of this? This is included. Okay, so all x, it means 100, 101, 102 dot 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 up to infinity. So like that. Everyone understand complement?
Sir, can you explain?
Very simple.
Actually,
Very simple. See, suppose I have a set A which contains all x such that the value of x is greater than equal to 100.
yes.
Okay, or more precisely, I define that x belongs to real number or any z number, whatever it is. Okay, so now its complement means what? All the elements other than this element, but which are in the universe. So this is x belongs to R is nothing but my universal set. So what I want all the elements which is instead of z, instead of R I can take z here, because it makes some ambiguity when I take real numbers, because 100 and 0.5, 0.3, 100.3, that all numbers are also there. So I don't want it to make this ambiguity. So I talked about x belongs to z, or z, it is okay, no problem. So see, all x where x is greater than equal to 100 and x belongs to z, z is nothing but the integers. Okay, so what happened? Its complement is nothing but the all the elements. A set contains all the elements other than that set. Okay, so here A complement all y such that less than 100. If I take the union of A and A complement, I should get Z. What is the union of this? You can see Z. Okay, while talking about in a Venn diagram, so this is suppose my A, then all outside elements of A is nothing but your A complement. All outside elements. So these elements are A complement outside of E. Got it?
Means it is in part of the universal,
Yes,
but not
yes,
in
yes,
the
yes.
A set.
Yes, yes, absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. Okay, clean and clear to everyone. Anyone any doubts in that?
Yes. No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. Why it is always, see, any set is a part of the universal set. We have some defining line, no? We have some defining line. What we say, this is a thin line. Whenever we talked about the set, it is nothing but every set is a subset of universal set. Because we have defined something, no? It is well defined means what? Well defining means what? It means exactly. Suppose I'm talking about all the boys or all the student in the class. So it is a part of whatever the boys we have in the world. It is a sub part of that. No? Universalism means what? It is the biggest thing. It is the biggest thing in that particular. When I talked about the vowels, so it is a subset of alphabets. So alphabet is nothing but what? I have my universal set. When I talked about numbers, so real number, complex number is nothing but my universal set. When I talked about the flowers, so whatever the flowers I have in the world. When I talked about red flowers, so whatever the flowers I have in the world, this is nothing but my universal set. So universal set is always there, always there. Okay.
So, sir, the set plus its complement is
Always universal set.
called
Yes,
as-
yes,
is al-
yes, yes. Absolutely. So I can write down this also here. So suppose plus, instead of talking about plus, because addition of set we are not defining yet. Okay. So you don't know what is exactly mean the addition. Suppose I have given the number of boys, number of suppose I have given for example a set A contains a red color flowers and set B contains a natural numbers. How you can add them? It is little bit difficult, no? Though, because these are belongs to some different things. Are you getting? So addition and subtraction, again we have some rule for that. How when set addition, when set Cartesian product, and everything is well defined. So we will have lecture on that. No problem. Don't worry. We will take a lecture on that also. So where we are? Yeah. So write down the next important thing. That is nothing but a union, a complement. You will get the universal set. Okay. Clear and clear? What about and a intersection, a complement, you will get phi. Phi is nothing but what? Empty set. Nothing is common in that group. Clear and clear?
Sir, how come 5? Can you tell that?
Very simple, because what we are taking outside of all the elements. So nothing is in there. If I
Outside
take
the elements from A.
so whatever A I have, I am taking not A, I am taking outside all the elements. So if I
Okay.
take the intersection of A and A complement, what remains? Nothing common. That's why
Okay.
it is fine.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
So suppose I take, we have two sets in our class. Set A contains all the students who got 80 plus marks, and set B contains all the students who got 80 below 80 marks. Okay, 80 and 80 plus and below 80. So if you take the intersection, so nothing is there, no, because we already covered above 80 and below 80 also. So that is what.
So it remains a empty set.
Yes, yes, always it remains an empty set. Okay. Clear and clear to everyone now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. So can I go further?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this also done. Venn diagram. Now I'm not going to explain you a Venn diagram, what it is union, what is intersection and everything. So we have some laws. I'm going to just give you laws. So keep that laws in your mind, because The same law I'm going to use in graph theory and also in defining a definition of group. Okay, so some properties of the union and intersection. So write down some properties. Write down everyone with me. We have only 5 minutes left. I request everyone, please write down your roll number, your name in the chat box so I can see that one. This is a sign of union and this is a sign of intersection. Okay, so number 1, A union B is exactly equal to B union A, and this property we called as commutative property. Have you heard that word before?
Yes, sir.
Okay, commutative property or commutative law. The second one, we have associative law. Anyone knows what is associative law?
Yes, sir. Means it's
What is the associative law? Tell me here.
A union bracket B
B
union C.
Absolutely correct. It is called as associative law. Okay. Then third one is nothing but if I take A union with empty set, what I will get? Tell me.
A.
A.
A itself. Absolutely correct. So this law is called as identity element or identity law. Law of identity element. I'm going to ask you these laws so many times in our syllabus. Okay. Now, if I take A union with A, what I will get? A union with A.
A.
A itself. Okay. So we will get A itself. So this is called as idempotent law. Idempotent law. And lastly, we have lots of, I'm going to take some of them. Okay. A union universal set. That U stands for universal set. So I write down in a different way. So you don't have confusion between this. What is that?
Union.
Union.
You will get an
Universal set.
universal set itself. And if I take the intersection, then
A.
A.
A you will get. Okay. So you can write down A intersection universal set. Okay. A universal set you will get. Sorry. No. You will get A itself. So you should know this thing. Okay. Now when you are writing with me, no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So 6 number. A intersection. So whatever we have here for union, same thing you can write down for the intersection. Okay. So we can write down here 1 star. So whatever we have done here for union, the same thing we have for the intersection. A intersection B is equal to B intersection A, commutative law. A intersection phi. What is A intersection phi? What is
Phi.
A intersection phi? You will
Phi.
get phi here. Correct.
Phi.
What is A intersection with A? A intersection with A.
A.
You are getting A itself, right? Okay. So these are the 5 important law. You can write down that. Also, we have distributive law, but 10:30 is there, and I'm not allowed to take the lecture beyond 10:30 because it's your break. and I don't want it to take that time from your side. So please everyone write down, it's your homework little bit task for intersection law. In the next lecture, we are going to see complements of law, De Morgan's law, and double implementation of laws. Okay.
Sir, which is the fifth law?
Fifth law is nothing but this.
Okay.
Oh, this is universal law. It is just an identity, simple. It's not the name. We also call it as universal law because intersection law is already given. So A union universal, this is just we call it as universal law, but it is not that much of important. Okay. Clear and clear, everyone?
Yes.
Everyone mention their attendance in the chat box.
Sir, and last A intersection A is equal to A only, no?
This is what I'm going to tell you. This is your homework task. Whatever I do here for the union one, no, you need to do it for intersection.
Okay.
Okay, so these two remain same, and only third law change. The idempotent also intersection. Only this law becomes fine only. Okay, so I just stop the recording.
Sir, where is this lecture gonna be available?
Now what I'm going to